If the men in your life are listening to the manosphere, they're in deep trouble and they will drag you down with them if you're not careful. Because the manosphere is full of this incessant pounding of the drum that life is painful, life is hard, life isn't meant to be happy, life is not meant to be enjoyed. And what's the remedy? Well, life really is about control, and you're going to either be controlled or you're going to be doing the controlling. That paradigm is absolute rubbish, nonsense, and it doesn't help anybody. And here's why. If you want to have a meaningful connection with another human being, and frankly, who doesn't, then you're going to have to embrace love. And you can't be loved without surrendering. And surrendering is giving up control. Control is legit when I'm telling my barber how I want my hair cut. Boy, I'll never do that again. Control is legit when I decide how I want to dress myself each day. Control is legit when it comes to picking out my career or deciding what to do with my time. But when I cross the line and I try to control you or anyone else, like Ben Shapiro, like Andrew Tate, like all the other talking heads in the manosphere, teaching their acolytes how to control the people around them, when I step over that, I'm saying no to love. I'm saying no to connection. I'm saying no to intimacy, to partnership, and to happiness. Doesn't that sound like a great deal? As if.
Easiest way to lose a good man is not cheating. It's becoming his biggest source of stress. He's already fighting the world. Work, pressure, money, expectation. If home feels like another battlefield, he won't stay long. Men don't leave because a prettier face showed up. They leave when peace disappears. If every conversation is a challenge, every decision is questioned, if every moment feels tense, that's not partnership. That's pressure. He doesn't need another competitor. He needs softness where life is hard. He needs respect where life doubts him. Saying loyalty isn't controlled, it's created. If you see that he's distant and y'all not doing the things that y'all used to do, or you see that he pull up to the driveway, he spend those extra 5-10 minutes in the driveway, ask yourself, are you his peace? Or are you...
Let me tell you what she won't. There's 5 NBA players, 2 millionaires, and a content creator that's ready to blow a bag on her in the DMs right now. And she not responding because she like, yo broke ass.
Boy, who the... It's only one archetype that might be getting this treatment, and that is a thug. A real one. A hood general. A real stepper. This is the only dude that could be broke that's getting this treatment. Other than that, lies, man. Cause she's gone at the first story like she start acting different. She can get a celebrity like a influencer hit a heart on the story. He ain't even say nothing. And she gonna start acting different right then and there. She like, oh yeah. Your days are numbered, buddy. As soon as a celebrity like her story, he actually has 90 days to become ultra rich and famous, or she's done.
Reason number 37 why I love men is because when they're planning a dinner date, they'll literally search up on their phone restaurants and then like scroll through the restaurants and they'll be like, yeah, I found this really great spot, I'm gonna take it to you. And I can't even explain to you why that's so wrong. And the men in the comments are gonna be like, what's wrong with that? And that's why I love you guys. You're like a little goldfish in a bowl with no idea what's going on in the rest of the universe. I love you.
Yeah, men have no idea what's going on around them because the rules that women set for men constantly contradict themselves. Plan a date and pick the restaurant, but don't choose based off reviews. Put in some effort, but don't try so hard. Be ambitious and chase your dreams, but also be available to me at all times. Be emotional, open up to me, but not that emotional, that's needy. There's actually only one guy I know that's making the effort to listen to women like this and keep track of all the rules that women have for men.
He's a 10 out of 10, but when you go for drinks with him and there's a straw in his drink, he uses the straw.
I know it might seem that from all of these rules, women are clear-minded, like they know exactly what they want. It's the exact opposite. These women have zero clue. All of these rules are an expression of how lacking in self-awareness they are. We seriously have an entire generation of women who say with a straight face that they are attracted to nice men who are kind, who treat them well, who are gentle and emotionally open, while at the same time they have one-night stands with bad boy jerks who treat them terribly. And the fact that their actions and their words completely contradict each other doesn't even seem to register.
I just asked a man on a date. Hey, scratched cornea, retainers still in. Fuzzy socks. Fuzzy socks. What was the answer? Absolutely. How am I meeting men? At 10 a.m. in my own house on a Friday morning? Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get about 7 to 8 Doug fir trees. You're gonna plant them in your backyard relatively close to the home, okay? Just like dangerously so. Wait about 100 years. Let those puppies really get up there. Eventually, they will just start decimating your gutter system on their own. Then, you're gonna call. You're gonna be like, bro, you gotta come out now. Who's gonna show up? Mike. Mike's gonna be like, hey, I'm all done. You wanna check it out? Here's where it gets interesting. I go back there, I check it out, I go, excellent craftsmanship, sir. Well done. He goes, yeah, thank you. If you need anything else, give a shout, ask for Mike directly, since I know what's going on. Say less, Mike. I was like, I do have a quick question though. If I were to reach out and ask if Mike was free for a beer sometime, he goes, absolutely. I go, okay, would you want to take my number? Bro, phone's already out.
Ladies, this is what men keep on trying to tell you. If you hit on them, that will be successful 99% of the time. Because even when they are interested in you first, there are multiple reasons why they may not make the first move. But when you do that, you make the first move, you make it crystal clear that that man has the green light. And then that man will be all in. I mean, he will have the date planned even before he pulls out of that driveway.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies are finally starting to understand that I am currently in my soft guy era. Drizzle, drizzle. So I had a young lady slide into my DMs. She hit me in the DMs and she said, Dom P, I'm interested in you. I want to take you out. I said, cool, baby. Let's do it. She said, okay, what would you like to eat? I said, let's do Maestro's Ocean Club. I like surf and turf. I said, make sure that you get a bottle of Veuve Clicquot because that's my favorite champagne. It'll be better for you to go and stop by Costco and get it because it'll be cheaper than the restaurant. See, I'm already saving her money. Then she said, is there anything else that you need? And I said, listen, baby, you know that there's something else that I need. I went ahead and sent her the Cash App for my barber because on Wednesday, I got to go and get my beard taken care of and we're going out on Thursday. I also told her to make sure she washes her car because I don't want to ride in a dirty car. I gave her the information to come and pick me up at 7:30. I told her make sure she's not late because I don't play that. And I also made it clear that just because she's taking me out on a beautiful date and spending several $100s on me, that does not mean she's getting any D at the end of the night.
This video is dedicated to all of you ladies out there that's always asking, where did the good men go? I'm going to be a gentleman and help you understand why you're single with a bunch of kids by multiple baby daddies and you keep running into boys. The good man that you're looking for now, you was in a relationship with him a couple of years back. You remember that? Well, you took him for granted. You lied to him. You cheated on him. You stabbed him in the back. You that up. The good man that you're looking for now, well, he asked you out on a date. You agreed and you flaked. You didn't even show up. The good man that you're looking for now, for whatever reason, you pushed him in the friend zone. You thought he wasn't good enough for you. So you pushed him in the friend zone, made him wait, didn't give him none, right? And you used him as a emotional tampon to basically vent to him about all of the other guys you was getting smashed by. So if you're a woman watching this video and you're 30, 35 plus years old, you got 2, 3 kids by 2 or 3 different baby daddies, and you keep running into boys, you created that situation for yourself. You degraded yourself down to a girl that's just a toy. At this point, you're just a toy.
Never in the 28 years of my life did I think that after being objectified so much as a woman, would I ever become the objectifier. Until yesterday, I'm at lunch with a bunch of people, and one of the guys there was the star of the show. Why? He had a softball size bulge in his package area. Okay? He had an Amazon package for a dick, and I'm gonna tell you what, there ain't no softballs in there, dude. It was staring at everybody. No one could stop talking about it. No one could stop looking at it because it had eyes. His anaconda did, dude. He had the Great Wall of China in his pants. I'm like, how long does it take you to finish, dude? You need to enter the marathon with that thing because you will win with that third leg, bro. And never would I ever recommend anyone to go on a diet if they don't want to, dude. But I think his dick needs Jenny Craig. His dick needs a diet, okay? He's got to chill on those aphrodisiacs. I'm just like, bro, I think the genie's stuck. How many times you been rubbing it? Let him out, bro. I've never seen a dick that big through pants. I've never seen a dick that big. I was like, let him out. I think he is stuck.
You know, I think people that talk about the manosphere, I think a lot of times they talk about certain characters of the manosphere. And even in those characters, they just chalk them up to being miserable. They never sit back and say, you know, this person has a point. Maybe what they're saying, even if I don't agree with it, maybe what they're saying makes some sort of sense. They never say that. And you know, boy, you just got men that just they're disillusioned. All of the men in the manos that listen to Manosphere content are disillusioned. All of them, like they're just immature little boys. All of them. So none of them are educated. None of them have high-paying jobs and good careers. None of them are 6 feet tall. None of them. All of them are bums, right? And that's how y'all continue to be where you're at, because you don't listen. Y'all sit up here and do whatever you want. You say whatever you want to say. You dismiss whatever you want to dismiss. And the men keep on saying, hey, I'm going to go where somebody actually listens to what I'm saying, because they understand what I'm going through. And they're trying to teach me, hey, maybe you should try this. Hey, maybe you should go in this direction and try this over here. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. I was kind of lost after my last relationship, so I appreciate you trying to help me out. When are you guys going to learn? When are you guys going to get it?
Why is it so hard to find a high value man? What do you mean by that? Like, all I want is a good guy that takes care of me. But there's plenty of good guys out there. What do you mean by take care of you? I don't know, like make me feel safe, take away my stress, take charge for once. Oh, I get it. So a man you could submit to. Ew, what? A man who's bigger and stronger than you? Yeah. A man who can financially support the two of you? Preferably. A man who takes the lead on things? Sure. Right, a man superior to you. Ugh, why are you saying it like that? Like what? Superior, submit, like all these words are disgusting. Just because I'm a woman doesn't mean that men are superior to me. And I'm a strong woman. I don't submit to anyone. But you want to, huh? How can a man lead if you don't want to submit to that lead? How can a man make you feel safe if he isn't physically superior to you? How can a man support you financially and take away your stress if you don't allow him to? You say that you want all of these things, but the moment a man with those qualities comes around, you feel your independence slipping away and you panic. So how about you submit for once and let one of those good men give you what you want? I'll never submit, and you'll never find a man.
So are you saying that a woman needs to be completely submissive?
Yeah.
What if the man cannot create the environment for a woman to be submissive? I feel like that's the man's role. And if the man can't, make that environment, a woman's not going to be submissive.
Did you already have sex with this man?
Sure, but this doesn't foster submission.
Well, sex will be the most ultimate form of submission for women. There's not a higher form of submission, because in the act of sex, you are submitting your body and your will to this other individual. So if you're already doing the most highest form of submission, why wouldn't you do a lesser form of submitting, which is listening to your man and being in complete compliance to him?
I genuinely believe that every single woman deserves to receive $10,000 a month from her husband, from her boyfriend, whoever you're with, just for him to show his appreciation for you.
$10,000 a month for appreciation. Right.
And I think that is a standard that all men should be held to.
Of course they do. It's always those that seem to have excess money that are always very free with everyone else's. But it kind of makes a person wonder, what about those individuals that necessarily can't afford that $10,000 a month?
And as a man, if you cannot hold yourself to that standard, then you should not be dating at all, honestly. I mean, you're just not financially ready to provide. You're not ready to be in the scene.
The scene. Indeed. And for those who haven't done the math yet, that comes to approximately 120,000 American dollars per year just to, in some cases, just date some of these women.
And even more importantly, you're just not ready to get married yet.
There is nothing classier, after all, than someone with a classist mentality. But gentlemen, here's a reminder. A woman that genuinely cares about you is going to want you to invest your money in something that is important, long-lasting, and for the future, not just to spend it on them.
You should be skeptical of a woman with popcorn ceilings telling you how to get a man to pay your bills. This kind of content preys on an economic reality that a lot of young women of color have come face to face with, which is that most of the women in their life have been the primary earners. 80% of Black mothers are the sole primary breadwinners in their household. And a lot of women have watched their mother, have watched the women in their lives struggle and make sacrifices, and they don't want to do the same. So they get online and they stumble across someone who's telling them they could just get a man to pay for everything, pay for their bills, and they can pursue their dreams and their goals and have a soft life. And it's not real. It's not true. It's not going to happen. And you're putting yourself in an extremely dangerous situation. Honestly, if you want a rich doctor or a rich lawyer to pay your bills, buy you nice things, the best way to guarantee that outcome is to become one yourself.
I'm on a date right now, and we're going over celebrity crushes. And he just told me one of his celebrity crushes is Jessica Alba. And I was like, okay, perfect. Mine is Annalie Choppa, and he didn't know who that was, so I'm pulling up pictures. And I'm like, okay, I get a pass for him. He's like, no, you don't. I'm like, you would get a pass for Jessica? Like, what in the world? He's like, I wouldn't do that. Why in the world in what world would he be in the same room as her and have the opportunity to and not do that? Like, I would be mad. Okay, a celebrity that doesn't have herpes.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I wasn't raised like that.
Halle Berry
No.
is in the room and you're not doing it.
If we're married, not a chance. If we're...
What if I tell you it's okay?
No. It's not okay.
What's funny to me is that women that have opinions like this will turn around a day from now, a week from now, years from now, and they'll be asking, where are all the good men? Well, ladies, you kind of turned him off with your opinions because all that discussion revealed is that you are not committed and you are not loyal.
I say, you got guys putting 3 or 4s on the same playing field as quality women. You can't do that. You're destroying the ecosystem when you do that. And I think this is some new age stuff, man, the young generation, which I feel like the younger generation, man, they were raised by more women, but I'm from the 80s. We was raised by men, Rolling Stones. And like I say, they never embraced the 304 culture at all. They never put a 304 on the same level as a quality woman. And that has a lot to do with the reward system. And a prime example, man, when I say putting them on the same level, if a 304 asks you, hey, man, I want to go to Paris. Hey, baby, the best I can do, I can take you to Puerto Rico. Why would you take a 304 to Paris when you could take a woman of quality to Paris? And I'm just giving an example. So allowing this 304 culture to infiltrate and seem like it's trying to put every woman on the same playing field. As men, we the only ones that can control that. Like I say, have fun with them. That's what they for. It's certain treatment that I'm not going to give you versus a woman of quality. It is what it is, baby. Take it or leave it. But we have a lot of dudes out here, they're afraid to approach a 304 like that. And it's destroying the game, fellas. And then the 304s, the lines are so blurred, they don't even know they 304s. And then some of them, they're ashamed to admit it themselves. And it's always been like that, man. Them players back in the day, they always shamed the 304. This ain't about shaming, no offense, because we need them in society. They fun. Some of them a good vibe, but they're only designed for that. And I think that's what's really destroying the culture and the ecosystem right now is the guys are treating 304s like quality women and the quality women like 304s, man. That ain't how the game goes.
Really, I'm looking for a woman who's strong, independent, but also open to being submissive. Someone who got a great head on their shoulders.
Your name and age, and what's the reason you popped your balloon?
I'm Jingles. I'm 40 plus. I'm not being submissive to nobody.
Not being submissive to nobody?
That's crazy.
What's your take on that, bro? Like,
I mean, honestly, like, you know, with all due respect, that's your choice and everything. But I'm not trying to be funny, but there's a reason why you're probably still single.
Because I chose to. I chose to be single because I meet people like you who think that people should be a certain way. So I'd rather be single because I can do my own, hold my own, and have my own. So that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying new. So don't get that twisted, my love.
So the one thing that I wanted to say, I didn't say you had to be a certain way. I said be open to a certain way. And I said independent.
Just not for you.
Okay.
Okay.
It's the same one that's cut me off while I'm talking. Okay.
Have a blessed day.
okay.
Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
You guys watched The Day a Good Man Stops Giving Everything Away is the day his entire life changes, yeah? I'm going to expand on that a little bit more for you guys. I'm not talking about becoming cold or selfish. I'm talking about the moment that he finally understands that the one person he has abandoned the longest is himself. And that's not fair.
Every man has a breaking point, and it's the moment his entire life shifts for the better. Not because he stops loving his family, not because he becomes selfish, but because he finally wakes up. Most men tie their identity to being needed, but that pressure destroys them silently. A good man spends years carrying everybody else, his kids, his partner, his parents, but the same man often forgets the only person he can't replace, himself.
Message!
Good morning. It's been a minute, but on today's episode of the dumbest shit that say on the internet.
You better not be a man coming to my store with a woman because I will make you pay. I will literally tell her to put her phone and her card away and make you pay.
Excuse me? You talk about put my card away. I'm going to tell you to put your card out and go to the doctor and pay that copay to get that bump off your lip. It's always a that look like Joakim Noah talk. Y'all don't know who that is? Go Google that nigga. He shoots disgustingly free throws. It's always a bro in a business. Don't worry about what's in our pockets. If I want to buy my a $7 drink, I'ma do it. Y'all don't even know. He's spending bread on us, for real. The least I could do is buy him a drink. Mind you, he probably gonna fight me to buy this drink for him. That's the problem. Don't worry about what we got going on over here. You could always tell when a never been loved before. You can always tell when a only get from the back, and that puss is so whack that the had to spit on your back to get the up out of there. You can always tell. Matter of fact, you want a clock whispering? Go there and make me a creme brulee latte and shut the up for me and my. I ain't paying for whatever I want to pay for my. Don't worry about a with money in her pocket. You is always broke trying to worry about what we doing. Shut the up and go make my drink. Imagine telling me to put my money away. Now I'm on CNN for beating up a barista. Barista's nuts.
You know, once again, these modern women, they live in their own world. That's why they say certain things that they say. Right now, I understand where they're coming from. But I think there was one lady who was talking about, you know, no man is coming to save you. This idea that, you know, you want to find somebody that is rich and you want to marry up. You know, you probably want that because you've never had anything, yada, yada, yada. And it affects women of color. It affects all of these modern women. All of these modern women are thinking the same thing. I want to find me a rich man. And some of these ladies, I'm telling you, it don't matter where they are in life. They might be rich, they might be poor. They still want a rich man. And they all, whether they're rich or poor, seem to say the same thing. I want him to make at least 6 figures. Preferably, and this kind of depends on where you are, preferably 250. Preferably $500,000. And that's like the bare minimum. That's where we need to kind of start from, is 250. We would really want that. And they want it because they don't want it. It don't got nothing to do with their mom. It is because they don't want to do anything. They want to be lazy. They work so hard watching YouTube tutorials and going out and trying to get the latest and the greatest makeup and skincare products in order to make themselves appealing to a man. And if I can do this, I can. Essentially what modern women are doing with their bodies and their lives is playing a lottery. They just don't go scratch a ticket or scratch a card or whatever, but they go and try to buy this type of makeup and try to buy that. And hopefully if I look good enough, a rich man, a provider man, a generous man will choose me.
So she locked him out of his own car
And then when he asked her to open the door to his car, she said no because she's scared.
What are you doing? Why are you locking me out the car? What are you doing?
Because I'm scared. Then why the are you in his car?
Okay. I know you see it. I'm not hiding it. Scaring me.
My car is not even your car.
You're scaring me. I'm scared.
Get the out of his
I don't
car.
know getting out. When you calm down, I'll get out.
Are you kidding me?
I'm scaring you for. Why are you looking at me?
Don't you gotta go do something? No. When you calm down, I'll open the door. You're scaring me. Okay. I'm gonna text you.
I can't stand to see how entitled they are and that they do to men, and they expect men to just accept that. She was underneath the comment section saying, well, I don't care what he wanted. I'm going to do what I want. If you're scared, get the out and go about your business. Why are you even with him if you're scared of him? Why not call the cops so they can get you out of the car and you can leave? No, she sat there, she recorded the guy and acted like she was in the right. Then she has the audacity to be bragging about it in her comment sections. I swear the fucking entitlement that these females have is just beyond me. And they're allowed to do these things.
Anyone else just so fed up with dating that you just want to fast forward to the good part? The part where you're already like happy and in love and secure and solid and you're taking trips together and the sex is amazing. I hate the like early stages of dating where you're like going on these dates and you're having to do all this like small talk and like, where are you from? What's your favorite color? Like ambiguity of it all. Like, I don't know what your favorite color is, Phil. Like, you're probably going to ghost me anyway. It's exhausting. It's so exhausting. I'm 32. I'm tired. I can't keep doing this. I don't have like any more talking stages left in me. I don't got that dog in me anymore.
There is nothing that will guarantee that your sorry won't get divorced, but this could certainly help. Traditional roles where the man makes the money. The woman cooks and cleans, takes care of the children, etc. But now, women are starting to make a lot of money. So if she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of the children, and she makes a lot of money, why does she need your ass? You have to add more value in your relationship than just finances if you don't want to get divorced. You have to cook. You have to clean. You have to take care of the children. You have to be present. You have to be supportive. You have to help out around the house. You have to do the utmost. And then maybe she won't divorce your
Skip to she cheating on you, she driving your car, blah, blah, blah. What type of foundation did you set? Were you cheating first?
Ever, never.
Hold on. What does your household look like, right? Because a lot of times when a woman starts to wander, there's no discernment in the household. There's no stability. There's no leadership. There's no romance. There's no patience. There's no hello. Let's talk about it. So what kind of household do you have that your woman driving your and going to see another man? And I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm saying is that you are the leader of the household. You are supposed to provide the covenant. You are the shepherd of the household. And so if you look at what your woman is doing, if you follow a happy woman home, you'll find a happy husband that answers the door. So what kind of environment did you create that this woman out here running the streets?
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of men talk about submission without understanding what it actually requires. A woman who knows her worth, her standards, and has done the work on herself is not just going to submit to just any man. She doesn't submit because a man asks her to. She submits because she recognizes the leader in him and decides she's willing to follow. Submission isn't automatic just because we are dating. It's earned.
Right.
And before a woman ever fully submits, she's paying attention. That woman is watching your patterns, how you handle pressure, how you actually solve problems. She's not trying to control you. She's trying to understand you.
Right.
Because a wise woman doesn't give her trust blindly.
Right.
She needs to see consistency.
So you're telling me where you wear a bra and underwear, oh my goodness, wait. But when you wear a bikini, it's normal just to walk around and just be half naked in a bra and underwear? Because that's basically what it is. You're naked going in the water. The same way you're naked wearing a bra and underwear. A man created the bathing suits. Literally played with our minds to be like, you know, this is for the beach and the pool, and this is for the bedroom. It's the same thing. What the frick? I've never been the type of woman to be like, oh my goodness, I'm in my bra and underwear. And then throw on a 2-piece of a bathing suit that's less than the bra and underwear. And be like, oh my God. How you free walking in the bathing suit but covering yourself in a bra and underwear?
A 2015 analysis of 12,775 individuals found that kind, helpful men were more likely to attract girlfriends. This study probably surprises some of the weird dating gurus on here who say you need to be a bad person to attract a girlfriend, but it wouldn't surprise any of the scientists in my field. Study after study after study finds that women are attracted to generous, pleasant men. In fact, women's intense attraction to prosociality might be part of the reason why it evolved. Nice guys finish last is a myth men use to comfort themselves after rejection. It feels good to hear that she ghosted you because you were just too good of a person. But empirically, it's much more likely she perceived you as unattractive, or broke, or creepy, or annoying, or any of the other things that women actually reject men over.
Would you rather, if you had a daughter, would you rather her be in the woods with a man or a bear?
A man.
Why would you not rather her be in the woods with a bear?
Is it because a bear will kill her and eat her for a fact? That's for a fact.
That's not for a fact.
That is for
Not
a
all
fact.
bears can eat. And if you avoid the bear, but like, why is the man in the woods? What is the man doing in the woods?
What is my daughter doing in the woods? What is my daughter doing in the woods?
It's just the whole thing is like, if a man is in the woods and you're in the woods, he probably has ill intentions towards you, whereas a bear is just acting off of instinct. You don't know anything about the guy.
I'd rather this 12,000-pound animal with teeth and claws. I'd rather be in there because you can't just trust all men.
I'd rather be in the woods with a bear than a guy.
There's a small percentage of men that do bad things. But women generalize all men doing bad things. Most men doing bad things. When it's really a small percentage. If you get 100 guys in a room, one of those guys might be a creep.
Did you cook it?
No.
Did you have anything to do with this?
Yeah. I paid for it.
Well, sucking dick? Is that like what you're still doing?
God, you can't say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't want any.
I'm an adult. I can do what I want.
It's disgusting. I want no part of this. And if you had any.
You don't have to have a part in it.
There's a reason your mother isn't even here. And you're lucky that I even showed up tonight.
You had to ruin everything.
As much as I want to stand with Pops, I can't stand with Pops because it's due to Pops that she's sucking on camera for Thanksgiving money. I'm all for it, you know what I'm saying? Look, I got the right shirt on too. You know what I mean? Humble these hoes, bro. But if old girl is doing the most on the post, that's because Pops wasn't doing what he's supposed to do, bro. Good fathers don't raise whores.
So come to find out, the man with Tourette's at the BAFTA Awards who had the tick calling Michael B. Jordan and Mr. Delroy a racial slur. How about the man was ticking all night saying homophobic stuff, and he called the host of and all this other stuff. He was ticking all night. But BBC and the BAFTA Awards conveniently edited all of that stuff out. Except for that one, when he called those black men a racial slur. They forgot to edit that one out. Out of all the stuff he was saying all night, the man was ticking all night. saying off the wall stuff. But that's the only one that they did not take out. I wonder why. These people be playing in y'all face. I ain't gonna hold you. They really be playing in y'all face because they made it seem like that man only had one tick when all the black people were on the stage. Meanwhile, that man was ticking all night. They left that in there on purpose. Nobody heard of the BAFTA Awards before that man said that. This was their time to shine. This was their controversy to put them on the map.
You know, modern women really are out here trying to go to jail. They really are out here trying to go to jail. It's because we look at modern women women in general in a certain way that they get off a lot of times. Modern women really be out here committing crimes. I think there was a woman that locked the man out of his own car and would not let him in. If that man called the police, which he should have done, hey, she's in my car, she's not allowed to be in there, can you please get her out? Then all of a sudden, how could you? You got me put in jail. Now I have a record. I've never had a record. I've never so much as got a parking ticket. Well, today you decided to be stupid. So now you have a citation and you've been arrested for doing the wrong thing. That's on you. Somewhere along the way, you decided to lose your mind and also lose your brain, lose your common sense. Get in my car, lock me out of my car, and then not open the car door for my car. Y'all are like, well, I'm afraid for my life. Why'd you even get in the car if you were afraid? Why are you even there? Number one. Number two, if you're that afraid, why are you recording instead of calling the police? Because you want to stunt and you want to be stupid. Look at how I treat these men. Modern women are going to keep up this foolishness until this type of foolishness catches up with them. And it's not going to be good for you.
I actually lost brain cells listening to this.
Do you have to grow another person inside of you? And then
I'm sorry, do you have to go in a war?
No, I don't have to, but I can
Okay,
choose
great.
to.
But I can be drafted, you can't.
You could always break your leg, too.
You can always just not take in your...
I know, you're totally right.
You're totally... Yeah, I know I'm totally
it's almost
right.
like my mom was on birth control, they used a condom, and my dad only had one testicle.
And-
they used all the proper things.
I just want to make sure I got this right.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You
Listen,
asked
you
me.
green-haired freak, your dad besides your mom, right?
Obviously.
Yes, thank you.
Why is someone choosing to have consensual and use all the protection necessary to prevent a pregnancy? Why
They're
should
not
that
doing
doom
everything to
them
prevent a pregnancy. Is there a thing you can do which is 100% effective?
abstinence?
Yeah,
Duh.
great. When you say to me, no, women don't have bodily autonomy, except then you give an example of they did everything right. No, if they're having sex, there was a form of birth control that they had at their disposal that they did not use called
abstinence.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know what man would be able to sit and listen to her for more than 5 seconds without just like, I don't know, side.
Unless your husband is actively deconstructing his patriarchal conditioning, he isn't going to suddenly be open to a massive shift in how your marriage runs. He's not going to be open to him taking on more than he has before simply because you asked. In a different way, I might add. There is no amount of conversations or methods or ways that your husband is going to understand the unequal division of labor that is causing such unhappiness and resentment within your marriage. He has to first work on understanding how the patriarchy has benefited him at every turn, and that includes your lopsided marriage where you've been carrying more and he didn't even realize it until you brought it up.
Any woman who talks to you, if the word patriarchy comes out of her mouth, just see you later, honey. I don't care. Go away. Because you know along with that is coming like all this crap, patriarchal conditioning, all this crap about misogyny and like, you know, unequal division of labor. Just this crap, feminist talking point, right? So just honey, see you later. Oh, patriarchy? Oh, yeah.
So I know online we talk about all things online dating. Nobody talks about how difficult it is to be a girl who is very independent and to get out of that. Because I have been dating somebody, okay, cool. And the amount of times this man has come over to like help me with things, it is so hard for me to just be like, yeah, of course you want to help me for me. Just because of all the toxic that I've dealt with in the past. And I have become very independent from it. So it's just, if you are a girly pop who is very much in the same boat and cannot accept his help, yeah, you're not alone. It's gonna take a bit for us.
So my wife's been cheating on me for the past couple of months. And we've been trying to work through it and, you know, going to therapy, doing the whole nine. But it just hasn't been working. It's clear as day that it's just not working out. She's still just doing shady stuff. I found out the other day that her Tinder account is still active and she is actively using it. I even checked her phone and saw messages between her and guys and her planning to meet up with guys. But whatever, long story short, I told her that we were going to go to my mom's tonight. We were going to drive down south to surprise my mom for the holidays. And told her to pack her stuff and, we'll head out a little later tonight. But little does she know that I am not going to be along for the ride. You see, it's just her stuff packed, not mine. So she's going to be on her way out of here and spending the holidays and more than likely forever somewhere that is not here. So she's about to be out here any minute. She'll see that the car's not loaded up. See how this goes.
I gotta say, this man is making a king move. Because guys, while I totally understand why you want to maybe give it a chance and maybe work it out and give it some time after finding out such devastating news that your wife has cheated on you, you can't force somebody to change. So if it just takes that amount of time for you to come to that realization, that's okay. For this man to come to this realization right before Christmas and make it a clean-cut way to like get her stuff packed and get her out the door is solid. He probably knows that it's going to be very dramatic and he's just trying to prevent himself more drama. For those of you that say, oh, this isn't really fair, how do you treat your wife like that? Come on, guys. Remember that what she did kind of justifies any way that he wants to reject her and get rid of her. That's my 2 cents, but what do you guys think?
A woman can leave you because you don't have a job, and the same woman can leave you because you're too busy with your job.
Yeah.
That's the irony, nephew.
Yeah.
And you can lose her by having nothing, and you can lose her again by trying to build something.
Right.
Some women don't love the man, they love the convenience. No pressure, no sacrifice, no responsibility.
Yeah.
They want the benefits of a king without the patience it takes to watch him build a kingdom.
Yeah.
A broke man is unambitious. A working man is too unavailable, and somehow the man is always the villain. But here's the darker truth. The wrong woman will turn your struggle into a weapon and your success into a crime.
Yeah.
When you're down, she'll judge you. When you're rising, she'll resent you. And when you become who you were meant to be, she'll say you changed, never admitting she just couldn't grow with you. And she'll claim you switched up when the truth is you simply stepped into the light and her shadow couldn't follow. You didn't lose her, nephew, you shed her.
I agree. Men need to become more traditional. I don't mind taking you out. I don't mind paying for the dinner. I don't mind getting you the hotel. I don't mind doing any of that stuff. If anything, I advocate us men to do that more often. But the one thing I don't get is that once you ask the women to be traditional as well, it's like crickets, dude. Yeah, I'm down to do all that, sweetie, but give me like 2 babies at least. Or like, hey, I'm hungry. Some lasagna sounds good tonight. As soon as we put our little standards, it's such a big deal. I don't get it. But I think we need to be traditional. We need to bring tradition back. But from both sides, both men and women. Not it's just one side.
She asked me if I date for marriage. I said, listen, I date for love. I'm only going to experience life one time. Why would I deny myself the pleasure of love? I don't think anybody's on their deathbed saying, I wish I loved less. So, yeah, it's not about marriage. It's not about a title for me. It's not about labels. It's about love. I was in Dooneyland. 2 hours later, I was in the shit.
I want y'all to understand that these are the master manipulators that these women be talking about. Buddy sat down and told Shorty a whole bunch of nonsense for, what was that, like almost a minute? And in her mind, she was like, you know what? I asked this man if he dates for marriage. He basically told me, nah, I just want to bust some cheeks down, but in a sweet way. She thought, you know what? He's probably a good guy. After Buddy cracked, I guarantee she said that he was some type of master manipulator. No, he wasn't. You were just dumb. Like, this isn't master manipulation. Dude just said a bunch of nonsense and you wanted to believe it. Because I'm sure out there somewhere, there was some woman out there listening to what he was saying and was like, he's just chatting a bunch of nonsense. But the majority of y'all want to believe it. Like, you want, like, if I asked a woman, let's say I'm dating to marry, right? And I asked a woman, hey, do you date to marry? And she was like, it's not about marriage. It's about love and experiences and being the best that we can be with each other and da da da. I'm gonna be like, so no? Like, what are we talking about? You just chatting a bunch of nonsense. I'm gonna be sitting there like, oh my gosh, here she go. These dudes aren't smart. These dudes aren't smart. They had a 1.5 GPA in high school and college. And we're talking about, oh, he manipulated me so well. If you got manipulated by an idiot, what does that make you? What does it make you?
Ended my engagement, and today I'm moving out. There wasn't any betrayal. He didn't cheat or anything. Honestly, I just changed my mind. Sometimes clarity comes quietly. Choosing yourself doesn't always need a big explanation. But my village, the women in my life, are so amazing. They've shown up for me in more ways than one, helping me pass, sitting with me, praying for me, making a hard transition feel lighter just by being there. I'm so grateful for community, for having people who hold you up when you're stepping into something new. So here I am, closing this chapter, putting pieces of my old life into storage, and stepping into a new season. I don't know exactly what the future holds, but I am excited. I feel at peace, and I'm ready for what's next in the new year.
You're gonna turn 35. That's what's next. You're gonna turn 35 and get a small dog and put clothes on him like you're a human being and get a whole bunch of cats. That's what's next. The fact that you had a beautiful, amazing relationship that didn't have any infidelities or any kind of betrayal, and you still walk out that door for something that you don't even know what it is, just let you know you're gonna be single forever. And that's cheering you on, them hoes single, and they're gonna be single forever. Yeah, what's next is 35, and it hits, and then you realize that all that's out here is inconsistent. You had a man that wanted to build and protect and provide for you, and he actually cared about you and cared about your well-being, and you left him for the streets, and you're gonna turn 35, and then the cloud over your dating life is never gonna stop raining. It's just gonna pour down until the cats come out. That's what happened. And gentlemen, you just gotta focus on yourself, man, because at any point in time, these women could just throw it all away for nothing, and then years of your life are wasted and squandered on a woman that just wasn't happy with herself, so she blamed you and left. That ugly money. I mean, seriously, at this point, I don't know what else to say. You guys are missing the bag. I'm not a gatekeeper. I will give you the game. Now, unfortunately, you took too long to tap into my $300 deal. Now it's $500. It's about to go up to $1,000 at the top of the year. But listen, this is the type of money you can make in less than an hour a day. 5 days a week, less than an hour, you can clear this. Or you can keep working that job you hate, 40 hours a week for 40 years for $40,000. Or you can make this kind of money with 1 hour a day. You can spend the rest of your day doing whatever you want. DM # content. Let me get on the phone and show you how I scaled up my content, how I scaled up my platform, and how I brought in that bag. And this is just one page. I got like 5 of them. Tap in with me. Have your money ready. Don't DM me unless you got $500. There it is. It's that ugly money.
And once again, we come to the heart of the matter. This guy, and we can't get him to stop. This guy, or one of the guys says, you know, I want to give advice to some of the men out here who are worried about getting divorced coming from a divorce attorney. And maybe he's trying to help. Maybe he's genuinely trying to help. You guys, y'all can't just bring money to the table anymore. You got to come home and you got to split responsibilities. Actually, instead of splitting responsibilities, you have to do the utmost. I mean, you better be on your P's and Q's. Bingo. That's the problem. Because these modern women ain't gonna be on their P's and Q's now. Or, oh, it's my time of the month, I can't. So a man's got to pick up even more of the slack. A man will be, oh, well, you know, it's been a week, but I'm really on my cycle for 2 weeks. So I got to pick up more of the slack for the next 2 months or the next 2 weeks. So it's going to be 2 weeks of me picking up slack. So half a month I've been picking up most of the slack. The freak are you talking about? The heck are you talking about? Oh man, it seemed to be something I'm going through so much right now, and it's gonna be another week. So now that's the 3rd week the man has to pick up more of the slack. So 75% of the month, the man has to pick up the most of the slack. You gotta be doing the utmost, and then maybe. Modern women will see a man, watch a man do 75% of the work, and then turn around, oh, you weak so hard, I couldn't do it. You never do anything, you never help me. Be quiet. Stop talking. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Modern women are freaking lazy. They're lazy. They don't want to do anything. They're entitled. Well, I got a good job and making so much money. Me too. Me too. Why is it that the responsibilities that are handed to you, I gotta jump in and do those things, but then the responsibilities are handed to me, I do them by myself, and you don't jump in and do them? Why is that?